So, there, in a tower on a rock that stands high above the dark waters that ripple below, hiding from his own guilt, red with wrath and pain, in the light that no one sees, in the darkness, where the blood of innocence, of scholars and saints, is hidden. A figure looms, a presence grows, and a terror is born. We see a scene of open vistas, of open landscape full of opportunity and vision. We see the rolling green hills that is this place, Avalon. A beautiful landscape with trees sparse enough to not be too dense of a forest, rolling green hills with grassy knolls and outcroppings. And as figures make their way across the landscape, they start to settle down and make homes and start to carve their way into the landscape and make a home for themselves. And in doing so, business progresses. Mining gets introduced as they scour the land and search for possession of minerals and rocks, of artifacts, magical instruments. And as they dig down lower and lower, they uncover something that they did not expect. They found something that should never have been seen by mortal eyes. They discovered something, the kind of which cannot simply be described in words. Can be...
What the hell are you on about?
the kind of thing that mortal minds cannot handle. And in doing so, it was slowly, safely, eventually buried. Until all that remained was simply a ghost town, remnants of a place long past, an idea, a dream of a world, of a place that you can go, that anything can happen. Until eventually, slowly but surely, tourists and intrigued travelers made their way and began setting up shops, curios and cryptonomicas, little things here and there. And as business began to grow and tourism began more popular, this place, Rugton, grew into a fairly fine city. Until eventually, they could not bear one another any longer. The age-old trial, the difference between the higher and the lower class, between elves and dwarves, and things have always just been on the edge, the cusp, a full-out war. But somehow, ever so slightly, there's been some sort of peace, this scarce truce that has been held for so long. And so they went their separate ways. Those seeking the greater heights grew up onto the mountainside, carved out from the long-begotten age of gathering minerals and rocks. And instead, we see the flat ground of Rugton. Can't find the right word. Slowly progresses, spreads out, until even the almighty elves grow bored and tired of what they do have up on the town. And so they search to find a way to climb their way back down and take over that which they thought they didn't need down below. Finding ways to draw out a conflict, to poke and prod and provoke the dwarves into combat, but the dwarves stayed firm, blocking the elves from making their way back down the mountain. And so this tension grew and grew and grew. And the city grew and grew and grew until it is where it is now. And as all of you look about each other in this dark, dusty basement, brought together for a purpose that you do not know yet or understand, for a meeting of which that you thought would be civil and respectful, now being whisked away and a figure apprehended, it feels more like a hostile situation, that you have been kidnapped perhaps. And whilst Reggie still trounces his way around and trying to maintain a lighthearted atmosphere, you can't help but feel that this clown may be more sinister than he appears. But still, he tries to persuade you all that he is simply here to talk. He has something very important to say that all of you need to hear. Listen, my friends. What I've gathered you here today for is... Can I figure out his accent? Hold on. What the heck?
You did like a
New Yorker accent, that's right. Yeah, I just wasn't getting there for some reason. Anywho's. So, I've brought you all here for a very specific reason. I'm going back into Southern for some reason.
Go with it. It's fine.
Yeehaw, brother, yeehaw.
Yeehaw, Donnie.
Let me tell you something. Each and every one of you has a gift, an ability, some sort of connection to the city of Rugton. As all of you have these reaches and presence in Rugton. He gestures toward you, Sergio. Sergio, my man, while you are but one of the members of the council, I understand that you, my friend, work in the specific area that is the base of the mountain. Is that clear? What is this accent? I'm getting upset and it's making it worse.
You can just talk normal if you have to, like, but if it helps.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Was it to you?
Oh no, he's doing it.
Oh no, now he's talking.
We're all Southern now, bitches.
You look like my cousin.
You look
fuck
here
your cousin.
like my kin. You
No,
heard?
I'm Dirty Dan.
Oh,
Dirty Dan.
Oh, I forgot.
Doesn't help that I
Sorry.
was trying to practice accents earlier, so I lost my original.
You guys are doing great.
Come
I
on,
believe
what's
in you.
God saying, you know, boss? Alright.
Why, you might think that what I should do is gather up the council. I hate this. I absolutely hate this.
No, you're doing good. That was good. You were doing great.
Walking, yeah. Alright. So, the reason why I haven't brought the council together is because things like this should be discussed in private, as I'm saying, my friend. But of course, I will meet with them in person as a public gesture to discuss things that are about to change here. But first and foremost, I believe all of you have a special representation to be upheld.
Are you coming over to me here trying to make this deal offer for me so I can get you in with the council instead of bringing them all here and having a big battle head, considering that we all fucking hate each other?
He smiles, this Cheshire grin flashing his brilliant white teeth. That is not necessary, friend. I have my own connections, and that is not necessary. I will approach the council of Flatland, as well as I will approach the head of businesses up in Elantra. But do know that the reason why I've called you specifically is because of your position at the base of Elantra. As I'm sure some of you, and he kind of turns towards the figures of the people. He like looks over to Renaud, and I don't see where I wrote down the name of that lady.
Emma?
Piper?
What? No.
The elf lady.
Yeah,
blonde, gold dress. Her name was like Emma or something.
Yeah, she was married to Mr. Cartwright.
Big cheese.
Yeah.
Amelia?
That sounds right.
Amelia Cartwright or
Cartwright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her face?
Yeah. He turns to those people and says, I'm sure some of you do not have high opinions of Mr. Sergio and have possibly tried to find ways of infiltrating his space, and though he has done a good job maintaining its borders and maintaining the difference between Elantra and the Flatland, I think that is something that is quite respectable, Sergio. But I think it is time that we stop thinking of ourselves as different entities against each other and instead unified, as we are all members of Roten. Am I clear?
So you want to come in here, you want to fucking tell me how to run my town, my area, and you want to say that you want to unify us all together.
He raises a finger
when you don't
and
even
tuts at you.
fucking...
That is not what I said, my friend. You are in your position as you have earned it, and how you proceed as you see fit is entirely up to you. However, things will be changing around here, and so I have come to you in a matter of respect in order to tell you something that which that you may not know, and others may have already heard. He begins to stride around the room. All of you have positions of power and interest, and he passes by the kind of unconscious form of Renji still in the arms of his construct. Most of us.
I forgot he was unconscious.
And like continues striding past. As a unit, none of you may seem like you have much in common, but I guarantee that you all have connections to one another. Light and dark, negative sides even, but connections nonetheless. You represent the whole of Roten, what it's capable of. You have eyes and ears everywhere, and what you do has significant impact to the world. And that is why I'm not simply making a public announcement, but instead coming to those, the ones that truly matter, the ones that have a real say in what happens, in order to tell you something very special, my friend. And he pivots on his heels and turns towards you, Sergio. So you see, I am not telling you how to live your life or run your district, but instead, I am telling you that there is a new head honcho in town. You all know my father, Arthur Cartwright. He was recently left to undesirable end. Now, some of you may assume that he was murdered, and I think like everyone's kind of glancing over at Amelia to kind of see what her reaction is, because no one really knows what happened. Everyone just knows that he died, but no one knows exactly what happened. But I assure you, that is to say that before he did die, he entrusted me in order of taking over the business. Amelia stands straight up. That's absurd. He would never do such a thing to some random bumpkin. You're not even from Rugton. Well, my dear mother-in-law, or perhaps you are my mother. She winces and backs up from him. No, of course not. But let me be clear. I will make this town my own. From henceforth, I'm sure you know the beautiful name Rugton, after which I am named after. And in case you all feel like, perhaps, going against my will, fighting me, and my new changes that might mess with your own business, do you know that if I so wish, I could change this place to Reggietown? So, I suggest you all listen carefully. Be aware of what it's about to change. And he begins.
He's gonna place his hand on his hammer, but slowly tap his fingers on it.
I know all of you have your own interests. For good reason. Your business, your strengths. You have your own things to look out for, your own families and friends to take care of. But know this. While I do admire your workmanship and simply focusing on your small perspective of the world, do know that there are those that, and he sort of gestures to himself, need to help to liberate all of those images to work together in unison, as did my father in maintaining peace between Elantra and Flatland. But that is about to change. Rugton should not be segregated, but unified. And in doing so, I believe we can become more powerful than even some of the other businesses out there.
Peculiar.
Rugton is on every map, but we can still do better. We can always improve, get bigger. Tell me, my friend Sergio, when was the last time that you were able to ride around in your animated cart and take your wife to the movies and give her a bouquet of flowers in order to pass out amongst the children on the street as you go and purchase a fine bottle of wine to share with your young ones?
I don't think
Yeah.
he has a wife.
So you're gonna spit on the ground and be like, "Don't you know that animated car crap? A real leader stands up tall and walks with his people. I don't need to show off. They know me and they know my respect."
Very noble. And he turns towards Renal. Indeed, I do believe it is for the best that we move about ourselves, for if we cannot carry our own weight, then perhaps we do not deserve the finer things. But that is to say, Sergio, do you believe that you have been living a life of peace and luxury of which that you would find satisfactory, or do you wish that you could have more for yourself and your neighbors?
Gigs will always be better, but I really don't think that that's something that you should get involved in.
Of course, that is absolutely up to your interests, but I do believe that as much as Elantra is being fenced off from interacting with the rest of the world, your business is being choked out from all of the wealth and resources that are so plentiful in Elantra that they're running down the hill and you are simply gathering up the scraps. I do not find this situation satisfactory, do you?
Sergio's just gonna grunt.
And Miss Viper, I do understand that your business has always been satisfactory, above board, and quite tasteful. However, it seems as though that you have gained the ilk of many of your fey friends. Now, why would that be? It is because you stepped away from them, distanced yourself because of these silly classes that we pose ourselves in.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. So
what was this
I will.
guy's name?
Reggie. Reggie Fitzpatrick.
Oh, I see. I thought his name was something else. I thought Reggie was someone else. Continue.
Were you not gonna define that, or are you just interrupting for no reason?
No, I was asking what his name was so I can communicate to him after you get done talking to her.
Okay, well you asked in chat and someone answered in chat, so I wasn't sure if there was another reason. Continue, Viper.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
He said that even though your business has been doing well, you've slowly acclimated a almost negative sort of image, especially amongst the Elantra, and lots of people are jealous, but also people are kind of disappointed in you for not being more profound with your Fey heritage and whatnot. Not the idea of oh, because you're so special and whatnot, you could have earned more money or whatnot, but the fact that you decided to distance yourself from, interacting with the rich or whatnot.
I find more value in the true blood of this town. So I'm not sure where you're trying to go with this, but their decisions are their own, and it doesn't really affect me. So
Reggie holds out a hand in your direction as you speak, as yes, see, exactly. And it is for that very reason that you have always been the true heart of Rote. You represent the ability to do whatever you see fit, within reason. A place where you can come and be yourself, to get away and make a place for yourself. A chance to do something. That is what Rote truly is and represents. And the fact that we all slowly fell to this ideology that we must segregate ourselves and become of one type or another is simply silly. And he goes around the room and starts pointing out different aspects about different people's businesses and whatnot, and asking what it is that you do and what you're all about, and explaining how that's the best thing that you can be doing. And then he stops and says, What is this new art?
Nothing.
Ah, it's got lighting.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. You just updated it, so
I know, nobody pay attention to what I'm doing. It's just because it's the current outfit she's wearing, so I just felt it more. Anyway.
So he wants us to unify.
Rugden is a place of prosperity, and under my rule, I promise you that you will prosper. But do know that once I have taken control, I want all of you to know that you have a chance, a new opportunity to do something different. Rather than simply surviving in this world, we should all be thriving. This is a place where there are multiple opportunities. Anything can happen. And I think that needs to be said. Most of you are stuck in this cycle of simply going through the day to day and doing what you've always done. And then he swivels around to stare at Amelia. And some of us take chances into our own hands to do something bigger and better for us. The problem is that most of you aren't risk takers, which is to say that you know what your strengths and your weaknesses are, and you are perfectly content where you are with what you're doing, and that is what makes you all good businessmen. Which is why I've gathered you here. And it's for that. I have no idea what this guy's accent anymore is. It's so upsetting.
Going around the planet.
I forgot where I was.
We're all good businessmen.
Yeah.
And woman.
What?
No, it's fine. Cool. It just fuels my rage if he doesn't say women.
I'm just sleeping in a corner.
I did say businessmen and women.
Oh,
I heard
I
only
didn't
men.
hear it. That's okay.
I'll even say that you all good businessmen, and then he turns to you, Viper, specifically. And, ladies.
When you single me out. Alright. No, just kidding. You're good, keep going.
All the single ladies. Yeah, he starts doing that in the middle of the circle. Just, oh.
Imagine. It's the pure...
So, merging this city. How is that going to help my business? After all, I mostly profit off the rich. Are there going to be more?
Reggie flashes that Cheshire unsettling smile again. But you do see, my friend, is that what you consider prosperity to be simply wealth. But exactly, my friend, what has that gotten you? Except more work. Prosperity is the act of being able to live prosperous, having a good home, a place to rest your head. When was the last time that you were able to take some time for yourself, to enjoy the finer things and do something that you like?
Do I have like a calculator or something on my characters?
Yeah, you have like a magic abacus or something.
Good enough. My character just starts doing math like, I don't know, this thing doesn't go that high.
My friend.
Yeah, I don't think I've been alive long enough. This thing doesn't go this high.
Yes. All of you have been very business-minded for so long that you are suffocating. And so it is why I'm approaching you now to give you the chance, the opportunity to step out, smell the fresh air, see the beautiful vistas, climb, and to climb the mountaintops and to climb into the depths and see all that there is to see. And not just blankly stare at the same walls and convince yourself that you're happy. Rogton is changing, ladies and gentlemen. Are you in or are you out?
What do you want from us?
Nothing in particular, my friend. I'm simply informing you, of all people, that change is coming. Change, my friend. And you can either hop on board or get run over. So this is a fair warning to all of you. I cut somebody
Hop on
off.
board to what? What is the change happening?
Yes, you haven't quite said what's actually happening. You're kind of dancing around the subject.
Lots of metaphors.
Yes.
He wants to take over, is what he's saying.
No, we know
I am
that.
taking over.
But
But
there
not
seems to
just the business that my father left behind up in Elantra. As I said, Elantra is simply one part of the piece. I'm taking control of all of Rogton. And in doing so, as you all are relative representatives of different aspects of Rogton, I believe it is important that you all understand that you will be working for me, and what I want the most out of all of you is to keep doing what you're doing. You can blindly stay inside and continue with what you want and make sure that your businesses prosper as you see fit, but I will instruct you to keep an open mind.
So you're suggesting the maid? I don't have a boss. I built my own business.
But you
That
see,
you
my
wanna-
friend, you do work for the city. All of you have connections intertwined that, should one of you simply disappear, should one of your businesses crash and burn, all of you will suffer. Each and every one of your businesses are linked and tied together as a whole of Rogton. Not one of you wants the other to lose business. After all, good business spreads business everywhere. If Dr. Zink was to suddenly come in with a large group of individuals willing to spend money and make some money at the same time, does that not also spread over to Renaud in your business, making sure that more figures are moving around, sharing information, and then during the nighttime looking for a place to stay? And he keeps going around and talking about everybody's different businesses and how they vaguely interact as a community, as a city.
I kind of wanted to hear what he was gonna say about how all things connected.
Okay, if I did this whole speech, we would be here for hours, so that's why I'm, like, trimming it down.
I mean, we're gonna be here for hours anyway.
Just
2 hours later.
He turns to you, Star Reader, and says, I could go into the absolute intricacies, but I do have a dinner planned for this evening. So, I will simply give you all this, and if there are no questions, then I will simply bid you all adieu.
Could I read your fate? Would you mind?
You may take a peek if it helps you ease your mind. You're
Yep,
right ahead,
and,
my friend.
Yeah, let me go roll an Arcana.
Okay.
Are we done here?
25.
Okay. I mean, you're not looking at any constellations. You're just kind of doing like,
I don't think it's nighttime. There wouldn't be any constellations
Right.
to look at.
So,
Also, you're in the mountain.
And in the house.
I almost
So, I
feel like
guess
this
I'm
is
just
maybe an
doing a
insight check
none
instead of
and
an Arcana
balance.
check. With an Arcana check, you can tell that there is like a lot of energy swirling around this one figure. And points when you can tell that like someone is about to have like a major change in their life, you can sort of detect that, but almost like 100 times. Like,
Okay,
there's so much potential energy wrapped around this single person that it's terrifying.
sounds like investigation is the next roll.
What are you investigating?
Him. What is this change? And I got a 15.
Again, I still think this is insight, but with an investigation, you get the sense that he is making a lot of profound movements. You know, the fact that he did all of this just to talk to you all in private, you know, not just in like the back rooms that is, you know, like, soundproof and magic proof and, you know, all that stuff. He specifically pulled you all away to a space where none of you have the high ground. You're all just people sitting in a basement. This guy thinks outside the box, and that's, could be good, could be bad.
Fine, I'll roll insight.
Okay.
14. I don't have any pluses, unfortunately.
Yeah, with a 14 insight, you get the sense that this guy truly believes what he believes in, and that is that he can help change this place for the better. Because, honestly, he thinks this place has kind of gotten stale, and you can kind of see his perspective.
Yeah, I have to agree with him on that thing. I've been doing the same job for the last... I think I've been alive for about 30 years.
Try doing it for 150, darling.
Hey, I've
Runald's,
seen a lot of shit.
220. Get on my level. babies.
Runald's the vampire slowly
We get
rises
it,
out of a
you
dusty
video.
chair and says, "Well, I'll be honest, I was meditating through most of this to simply pass the time, but it is good to know that this was a waste of time." Very well, my friend, if that is truly how you believe, then that is your decision to make. But I urge all of you, reconsider.
Oh, at least he's not trying to think for us. I'll give him that.
Not in the slightest, my friend.
I
After
swear,
all,
your
what I want is
accent-
prosperity for all of Rugton. And that
I
means
swear
that
this
some
back
of
is
us are
going in a
going to
big
have to
circle.
change our ways a bit.
Insight check.
Again?
Insight check.
I'm inciting to see if he's actually doing it for the intention of that, or if he's doing it solely to give himself
Piss
more
us
power.
off. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Natural 20 for 25.
Oh shit!
Do you want to add a adversity token to that or anything? Or are you fine with the 25? It is a natural 20.
The fact
I'm
that you asking
simply
me to add
asking.
an adversity token means that I probably should.
I'm simply asking.
You know what? Sure. Add an adversity token.
Okay, go ahead and burn
Give
it.
me a social security number.
You know that when a new business owner comes in, they like to shake people down. You know, say like, I'm the boss now, respect me, listen to me, what I'm about to say. This isn't that. You get the sense that as a good business owner, what they don't want is simply sales. They don't want yes men, people that tell them what they want to hear. They actually want the business to do well and be good because that is how they make money. So, as he has stated, as he is going to be basically the leader of Rugton in its entirety, you know, he simply could go live a posh life in Elantra, but he is talking about so much change, which is dangerous for multiple businesses and the livelihood of, you know, making the rich less comfortable, making the, you know, less wealthy a little bit more scarce and spread out. There's going to be a lot of uncomfortability that he seems to be taking in stride. This is a person that demands respect and also can handle responsibility. When he looks you in the eyes, he's not charming you.
I mean,
I'm just referring to everybody. But yes.
Sorry. Sorry, it's too good.
He's not here.
Alright. That's it. The campaign's over.
No, you're not allowed
That's
to
the
quit. We
DM's
won't
done. He's
let
like,
you.
burn it all. He's burning it all.
What he is saying sounds insane, impossible, and yet somehow you believe that this guy could do it. Not simply that he believes in himself. You don't think he's insane, but there is this unspoken power and presence. The kind of which you're slowly starting to realize is the kind of thing that you've heard, because you've never experienced, about Arthur Cartwright. And you realize, without a word, this truly is the heir of Cartwright. Even though he's a large, spray-tanned man with a weird accent that's not from around here, he is possibly more of a Rugton than you are. This is his home, and this is all he's about.
Sergio's gonna pick up his hammer, hand it over to his side, lets out a deep, heavy sigh. Alright. I'll think on it.
He kneels down to be head level with you, and
I'm 5'8".
he bends down a little
As a
bit
dwarf?
to be head level with you. He is an elf, so he is tall. And he looks you in the eye for a moment before throwing out his hand.
Not yet. I don't trust you yet. but I see what you're saying.
He smirks. I wouldn't. Which is why I respect you. And he stands up.
Fucking making a short joke. Sergio says, of course he's a fucking heir. God damn it. Sergio says, like, cursing under his breath in Dwarvish, and then he's gonna kick the door open and he's gonna walk out.
Oh yeah, like Runald has
that's
already
my
like
door,
gone up the
asshole.
stairs.
That is my door. You were paying for that.
Sergio flips. You just see a hand stick out, like with the middle finger, and be like, "Pay for yourself and stay off my fucking turf."
I'm passed out still, stupid.
As people are
Why no
starting to
trash can?
file out, you can hear Reggie's voice call from the basement. Oh, I should warn all of you. There are some secrets hiding around. And if you're curious, you need only look. And then he says something in... Let's see.
Who is he?
He
going
says
to try
something
to-
in Draconic. Does anyone speak Draconic?
No, I don't speak Draconic.
Maybe. Let me check. Nope.
I do, but I'm passed the fuck out.
Okay.
Yeah, you're unconscious and cannot do anything.
I speak Zemnian.
I got Celestial.
Okay. He says a few words.
What are the languages?
It should be under your proficiencies with like armor and weapons and whatnot.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's just common, druidic, and sylvan for me.
Not even Elvish?
Okay.
Oh, I'm blind.
Renji, you hear what he says. And what he says is, towers rise and towers fall, built by hands and creatures alike. No one man can climb alone, and yet they all fall down. To the place where creatures crawl, something is to be. You couldn't quite make out what the word is, so it's just something. Wait, where was I? Down below where creatures crawl, where something is to be. This place has yet to be seen, so please come with me. Where the river flows down below and rises upwards to the sky. Plains meet together, and that is where we die. The something is something said in Zemnian, actually. So Sergio, you just hear Reggie like start chanting something randomly, and then you hear him say, and I'm actually gonna message it to you.
Oh.
I want to know the things.
Well, then you'll have to talk to Sergio.
Yeah, but
Your
we
least
Sergio
favorite
talked to
thing.
me.
Yeah, but we never received it. We don't know that Sergio received this, so
He's being sarcastic. I think.
I think he was more sarcastic about the part of not liking to talk to him.
That's.
You don't like talking to him, but the Star Reader couldn't care.
Okay. Did anyone copy that down? Because I'm not gonna write it again.
No.
Wait, what?
Okay,
I got it.
It was only Renji that heard it anyway, so none of you know.
Can you send it to me?
No.
Fuck. I can't type that fast.
I somewhat remember what he said.
Watch the VOD.
I literally can't type that fast. Okay, yeah, I'll just watch.
Yeah, what's the show?
Yeah. We are currently 50 minutes in.
Yay.
I know, I've been willing to listen to another entire half hour of speech.
We're done.
That was such a great party.
Okay. Yeah, people start to filter out of Renji's house.
I think Viper is gonna offer to walk with Amelia out.
Yeah, she walks with you. She's kind of got that resting face that's just kind of snooty and
Resting bitch face.
I wasn't gonna state it like that, but sure. You know, like old woman face. But she's trying to hide those wrinkles.
Like,
but you can
stoicism,
definitely
but-
tell that she looks older than you, which is probably not true because she's only an elf. But when you say, or when you approach her to walk out with her, she kind of gives you this look, and you almost feel like she's insulted, but then just sort of walks with you.
Viper's not gonna say anything. I think she just, I think she knows that this was not expected, and as much as she not dislikes her, but you know, they're not very close, but she still respects her as a person.
You
That-
would know that nobody really likes her. I mean, not even really her
Yeah.
husband were really close, but you know, because she was like kind of the second in command, because she was related to Arthur Cartwright, but specifically, you know, kept out from most dealings. She's kind of got this chip on her shoulder. So once he died, she started trying to do some things, but nobody respected her to actually listen to anything that she said.
Right. And I think Viper's kind of trying to extend some level of not empathy, but like,
Sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
to kind
No,
of,
I get you.
Yeah.
As she steps out onto the street, she kind of looks around at the disgusting, like, she pulls out
Sergio's
something
gonna
from
sit
her
out
purse.
in the fucking corner with a fucking cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
Time to check my schedule and drink more coffee.
She mutters under her breath, "Ungrateful child," and then she swivels real fast and turns and starts marching down the street.
They're just gonna wait for Viper to walk out.
She's out.
Yeah, they're on
She
the
walked
street.
out.
Okay. Wait, but they're just gonna walk with Viper. You want somebody to walk you home?
Why don't you your wife?
He doesn't have one.
Sergio's gonna tap his cigar out. I never had a
I
wife.
love that Dr. Zink cleared his throat like, would you like me to walk you home?
Ah, god damn it.
I never had a wife.
Darling, I know. I was jesting.
Well, I wasn't jesting about the walk home. Sergio says with a serious face.
What did he even say to you?
Cobblestone walkway.
Wait, what do you mean? What did he say to you?
Hmm?
He said something in Zemnian that only Sergio caught, but he didn't say it specifically to him. He was stating it.
I think she recognizes what the language sounds like.
So
she
you're
figured,
asking if he got any of that, basically?
Yeah.
basically, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just confused when you said that he talked to him specifically.
Yeah, no, but
Okay.
what I'm saying, like,
Sorry,
yeah,
continue.
Sorry, let me rephrase. What did he say earlier?
Sergio's gonna say it to Viper. But it says it in message.
Okay. He basically says that, I don't know, I didn't really catch most of it. There was one little part that I caught.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I don't like this. He was serious. Like,
A little power hungry for my taste.
no. He was out there something to prove. I saw in his eyes.
A little power goes a long way, friends. He starting to exit out of the building now. Just know one thing. There will always be someone out there that is brighter than you, faster than you, smarter, harder, hungrier than you. The only thing that you can do is be one step ahead. And I'm not just talking about being faster or smarter.
Oh, I still haven't found something more sparkly than me.
You are the sparkliest, yes.
Will you guys get off my porch, please?
You're still asleep. I think, are you?
Yeah,
no,
being knocked
he's
unconscious, you sleep for 8 hours.
he's coming around.
Is he still in the basement though?
He's probably like leaning against the door frame.
Sergio has one more back. If he hears another back talk from him, he might toss the cigarette on the porch and just say, "What porch?" as it burns.
Oh god.
Do you flip the cigar?
No,
Okay.
that's what Sergio thinks to himself. He's just like, no, not today.
She's gonna turn to Reggie and smile politely and tilt her head.
You can see that now that Reggie's left the basement, he's kind of put on that facade of like being the tourist again, where he's got on his glasses and his big white smile, like, "Hey, hello, how's it going?"
Oh, I should have asked him if he knew who that weird cloaked guy was.
Reggie, if you ever find yourself near the Belladonna, please do feel free to stop by and say hello.
Of course, absolutely, my friend. And to be clear, I was not doubting your establishment in the slightest because of this business practice. I simply wanted to step out of the situation, put us all at ease in a space where none of us were very comfortable.
Darling, think nothing of it. It's usual for me to get any kind of criticisms or negative comments towards me or my establishment, given that I am the most well-established woman in over half the city. I don't take it to heart, if that eases your mind.
I mean, he wasn't saying anything about it at your establishment. He was just saying that the idea is
She's meaning more like, even if it was meant in that tone,
Oh,
she doesn't.
gotcha.
It's,
Okay.
Yeah. Not
Can I
that.
ask him
Not
who
accusing
that
him.
cloaked figure was, or do I not even remember that guy?
Go ahead and make a will save.
Oh. A what?
Wisdom saving throw.
Ah, wisdom. I heard Will, I'm like, I don't think,
think I
we're
did
playing
say Will.
Pathfinder.
Who's Will? What is happening? No.
Ah,
I
god
don't know,
damn,
but you
got
better
six.
save him.
Is this technically a spell?
You better save him by throwing him in the hole.
No. It is a
Damn.
magical effect, but not a spell.
Damn, he gets the win this time. One day I'll unlock that weird fucking dream.
Yeah. You're still haunted by that dream. But something connected to you when Reggie said that all of your businesses are connected.
I figured that. I knew that if my business went to hell, this was not going to end well.
Okay. Yeah, Reggie compliments the Belladonna and says, "Of course, I will absolutely be by more often. It is quite the fine establishment."
Why, thank you. Also, if you ever transport me like that without warning, I would rather you just not.
I assure you, the next time I do anything in your presence, it will be by your word.
Sergio will say in Zemnian, what she means is that she's gonna feed you to her pet beholder.
He turns to you and continues to say in common, "This was not an act of power or a show of force, but simply a statement that when we all are on a very equal plane, we can all start to think a bit more free-minded. Considering that we're all in this together, I really wanted to really drive that home. So, by simply putting us all in a place where none of us know where we are, what we're doing there, it gave us all a sense of equality, which I think a lot of us feel a bit too comfortable when we're behind doors or in our own little worlds. So, simply stepping outside of that, I had hoped that people would be a bit more open-minded, but it seems as though you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can provide all the opportunities in the world, and people will still choose to fail. Unfortunate, but that is their choice."
Choices are made, indeed. I must return to the Belladonna.
Yeah. You can see his bunny assistant is like kind of jittering agitatedly, like, Sir, we do have to keep moving. Like, yes, Mira, absolutely. I'm at your beck and call. She kind of like shrinks a little bit and like her ears fall down. Carry on. And he starts marching down the road.
Sergio's just gonna say to Viper real quick. Yeah, I bet you that cheek's crushing on him.
She's gonna watch Reggie walk further down the road.
Okay.
Without looking at Sergio, just simply say, either he burns or this town does. We'll see who. And then start walking towards the Belladonna. Whether
Okay.
Sergio follows.
Yeah, Sergio's gonna follow because he has to pick up his granddaughter. / he wants a drink.
Is it still daytime?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's about late afternoon.
Great. I still gotta wait for the sun to go away.
Like, it's starting to get evening. Like, there's kind of orange hues coming in.
Is the sky at all getting dark?
Make a perception check.
Sure.
Oh, wait.
Doesn't seem that difficult to see. It's like right there. It's really big. Perception. 16.
Okay. You look at the sky and you can tell that it is starting to get dark. Like, the sun is absolutely going down. But you also notice something of interest. Up in the sky, you can see that there is smoke. There is a smog starting to appear in the sky,
Oh, that's not
which lets you know that
good.
the fire is relatively close.
But the constellations were still there, right?
I
not
mean,
like
it's still too light out to see constellations.
Damn. I'd probably need my telescope if I wanted to see a constellation with this light.
Um,
Can I fly up and just look for the big smoke fire?
yeah, you can just fly up.
I'll go do that. Let's go figure out what's burning while we wait, since I don't think I have any other teleporters today.
Because you have keen mind, you can clearly tell where you are is in Brabble, the rural housing. In the fire, you can see is
Oh, good.
back towards Nuns. And actually in Nuns. Sergio, that's your town.
Mm.
Yeah, but Sergio can't fly.
But the fire's in my town?
Correct. You're part of town.
Oh shit. So does Sergio see this?
I mean, you can see that the ferry's flying up because he's investigating something, and I'll say that sure, with that you can notice that there is like smoke. You don't see where it's coming from though, unless you want to climb up high and get a vantage point.
Or call out to the ferry to see if it will tell you.
I'll do one better, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my giant's size to see if I can get a higher viewpoint.
Okay. Yeah, you want to get like as tall as the buildings to try and look over them.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You do that. Go ahead and make a either a perception or history check to try and tell where the smoke is exactly.
Well, I have a history check. I have a higher history, so I guess I'll roll that.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
You know exactly where this fire is coming from. You've been here a lot. You know these streets. This is your place. You know exactly where this smoke is coming from because it's the place that you've visited the most often.
Oh, fuck. Is that the Belladonna?
It seems as though, at least very close to where the Belladonna is, there is a large fire.
Sergio's immediately gonna pick up Viper and then immediately dash towards the Belladonna.
Alright. And that's where we're
Viper?
gonna take our bathroom break. Actually, yeah, does Viper assist to the scooping?
Unhand me, heathen. No,
And he's like,
We gotta go
very
now.
tall.
the Belladonna's on fire.
I'm 12 foot. I'm like basically nearly 12 foot. You're not taller than me, Viper.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Would you like to roll against this
I
grappler
was
check?
like, wait, are you shorter than me right now? Why are you picking me up? But yeah.
No, I freaking husband carry her, and I immediately start heading towards that direction. In my
Oh, I
giant
thought you were
form.
gonna go like full Ant-Man style, just grab her with one hand and start jogging.
Well, no, I'm not that
He
big.
would be very not okay with.
Viper, you
that
can
big.
contest this grappling.
I mean, she can run herself. She's not.
Well, no, well,
But he's
it's not
got
gonna make-
big feet.
He got big feet. I can literally jump over a building if I wanted to.
Fine, carry me, whatever.
All right, Sundari, don't have to be so mad.
How big is your giant
Just trying to
size?
save your business. Just trying to save your business.
Okay. Bathroom break.
I hear some epic ass music. I'm trying to figure out if it's coming out of Minecraft or is it coming out of the bot?
Well, is it a Minecraft song?
I don't think so, but I'm playing modded, so hell if I knew.
I'm gonna
Fair.
go make me a drink real quick. Be right back.
You do that. He doesn't have a wife.
He has to
Most-
make his drinks himself.
No, what? No, I'm talking about the doctors. Most of his dialogue has been constantly trying to remind people that Sergio
Literally
has-
my only dialogue.
Sergio never really
All I've
has much
said.
to say.
He
No,
doesn't have a wife.
you asked
He
him.
doesn't have a wife.
He doesn't have a wife. What? What are we talking? There's no wife. What wife? He's like the one thing that
I
doesn't.
feel
make
like Dr. Zinc likes to try to just annoy Sergio just enough.
Yeah, I think it's funny. Like, I think it's the.
Because he knows that Sergio doesn't like him.
Yeah. I think Sergio. Oh, God. Sergio has some insecurities when it comes to Viper, obviously. So it's like Viper and the Doctor having a good business relationship is Tessa. Probably irks him a bit.
He
For sure.
also doesn't like my drugs.
Yeah, well, obviously.
I mean, if I had to choose between some weird guy giving me flowers, despite the fact that I'm a druid, I have flowers. Flowers and free drugs, I would go for the drugs.
It's not free drugs.
But it
Drugs are
is a
never free.
discount.
It's
I'm
wholesale.
We do just drugs.
It's not free. It's not discount. It's just wholesale.
Yeah. So, two of you are running back to the Belladonna. What's everybody else doing?
Out of curiosity, I will start strolling that way.
Okay.
Do I think that
But I'm
area
not in a
is
hurry.
at all my problem?
Considering that you believe your fate and your business being tied to the Belladonna and that it's going up in flames, as you predicted, is a concern. So, yes.
Oh yeah, that does sound like a me problem. If I'm like,
Mhm.
wait a minute, if the Belladonna's fucked and I'm fucked, well, time to go fix this.
It's an all of you problem. I don't have a vision.
I guess I'm gonna
Benji's
use the dash action so I can get there twice as fast.
Okay. Yeah, you're flying, so you can just go straight
Yeah, yeah, 100 feet every 6 seconds.
there.
This is as fast as the engine goes.
Renji, so you're just chilling?
Yeah, Reggie sort of accepted the fact that he's not gonna get what he needed to get, and he'll just take that L.
Okay. There is a folded note left on the counter. Actually, no, it's left on one of the chairs. You don't remember who is sitting in that chair, but there is a folded note.
I thought there were no chairs.
The only
There were some things that can be considered chairs.
Okay.
Like, they were things to sit on.
So I was gonna say, I
Might
remember
full chair
whoever
in
was
there.
sitting fell on their ass.
Right, because
yeah.
there weren't chairs immediately where you guys got teleported.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't put chairs in a teleportation circle, or you at least can't spawn in them.
I'm gonna walk over and grab the letter, and I'm just gonna open it and see what it says.
Okay. You can read,
Yeah, who
Thieves
wrote it?
can't,
That's for-
right?
Yes, I can. Yeah, I can.
Okay. So on the letter, it says, do you want, or if you want a hint, I'd suggest tailing the little, or the big one.
I'm gonna.
And then skewered in the piece of paper is the pin.
I'm gonna look at the pin. Put it in my pocket. Well, because Reggie doesn't know where he has to meet the person to give the pin to.
No, not the pendant. The pin for
Oh.
the pendant.
Oh, the pin.
Yes.
Isn't that what you were looking for?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Correct.
Well, you have the pin for the pendant. You do understand that what a pendant is that it has like this marking and then it has like a pin on the back so you can like pin it to stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So follow the big one.
So this is half of what you need. So you could just take the L here and say that you got 50% of it, or
Well, now that I have half of it, I have to get the rest of it then, right? I'm halfway there. Okay, Reggie's gonna
Living on a
okay.
prayer.
I'm gonna leave the house. And I'm gonna assume the big one is a 12-foot Sergio, so I'm gonna follow them.
Okay. Are you dashing after them, or do you want to be stealthy?
I'm gonna try to be stealthy.
Okay, go and roll a stealth check.
That's a 27.
Does that beat everyone's passive? I think so.
Nope.
So 27 beat your
Yeah.
passive.
Wait, what did
Okay.
he get?
I got
27.
27.
27 versus a grand total of 10.
Okay.
No, I'm literally a ninja.
So,
Yeah. Nah.
you all rush down the street. And you make your way over into the other part of town of Nice, which is Sergio's territory. The streets begin to be wider. The buildings become straighter. It looks a little bit cleaner. A little bit, you know. There's more businesses here and whatnot. And you can see that there is a bit of commotion starting to gather. What is this?
All right.
Oh boy, a commotion.
There's
they're having a like a fireside hula.
Wait.
A fucking bonfire.
What is this? I like it though. Oh. Okay. Let me just
Is he saying balls in the ball?
Voice for a second.
Anyways, we now return from our previous schedules. Okay. You can see that there are many figures gathered around. And you make your way up to the Belladonna. You can see that all of the buildings around the Belladonna are untouched. But you can see that the Belladonna is alight with glowing yellow flame.
Ah, shit.
Gathered at the front, you can see that there is like the typical like fire brigade. There's like a Cerberus that usually eats flame. There's also a fire genasi and like several tieflings that are set up and everything. And none of them are dealing with the fire the way that they usually do, which is, you know, using magic and whatnot. You can see that people are like starting to get like buckets and, you know, they're trying to hook up hoses to like the water lines and trying to spray it out. And there is no progress being made.
Sergio's immediately gonna drop a viper and then immediately
Drop
rush.
her?
No,
Set her down.
like set
Put
her
her down.
down. He's gonna set her down, and he's gonna immediately like run through the door and then try to find his granddaughter.
Are you 12 feet
I
tall?
assume the granddaughter's with the beholder who would have
Are you
left
12
in the
feet tall?
building.
Make a
burning.
dexterity saving throw.
That's a 16.
Okay. So, that does not save. So, immediately as you rush in, you do take...
Burning building.
Yeah.
Did
My
you say
granddaughter's
people
in
are
there.
Trying to put the fire out.
You're still 12 feet
You
tall.
haven't even checked it.
13 points of radiant damage.
Sergio doesn't see that. He sees a burning building. He knows his granddaughter might be in there. He's fucking going in.
Sergio, as you rush into the building, you take 13 points of radiant damage.
Radiant.
Okay. I'll take
You
it.
can see that most of the building is still relatively intact. You can see that most general things have been like singed to the point of like blackness. You know, furniture is kind of still there, weirdly. But it almost seems to be like charred and stuck in place. You know, the building isn't losing structural support, but you can see that things are being destroyed. And in the distance, you know, there is no smoke in here. It seems like the smoke is probably something else. But you can see that there is like a large figure sort of lumbering in your direction. What do you do?
I need to call out. Sarah, are you in here? Sarah.
Sarah's not here.
Who the fuck?
What the fuck?
Turns out weapon ready.
Okay. The figure is larger and muscly than you as it stumbles in your direction. Couldn't find Sarah. Sarah was nowhere to be found.
Who the fuck are you?
As this figure lumbers in your direction, go ahead and make a history check.
History check. Okay.
You see a large, muscle-bound figure. Their
17.
form completely stitched together in this weird amalgamation of Frankenstein parts smashed together. What did you get?
17.
This is Jughead. Jughead is the result of some sort of madman's experiment. You do know that Jughead is this big, most people refer to him as like the monster or the juggernaut, but to his friends, he's kindly referred to as the juggernaut. He is a gentle giant that wanders around with nothing to do because he doesn't require food or sleep. He can't smell, he can't, feel touch, he feels no pain. The only senses that he does have is sight and sound. So he's just wandering around in this burning building, and you can see that he's got like a couple of Viper's girls tucked in his arm and with like one large arm covering over them, and he's just like starting to go towards the exit when he bumps into you.
I get them out of here. I'm gonna check around for any other survivors.
Okay. And he starts to march out.
I love
Hey!
him.
And Sergio's gonna
Viper,
run
go
through.
ahead and roll a history check. Let's see if you know Jughead.
Probably.
Sergio, you probably had some interaction. He doesn't specifically hang out in your place. Sometimes he walks up to Elantra, but most people don't like him there. But you've probably bumped into him a couple times. He likes to help. Viper, what did you get?
I hate my life, dude. These dice suck.
That's a
Alright.
six.
Shut up!
Do you think I would have saw him at the construction?
I'm in a
fair?
hurry. I'm missing out my granddaughter. I'm scared.
Okay,
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Star Raider, you would have been here first, so
Yeah, I'm.
shoot,
all of them,
I completely
bastard.
forgot about that. Viper, what'd you get for your check? Do you want to use
I don't
any
want to talk about it.
On that one.
I
No,
mean,
it's a 6. I didn't roll in that one. Jesus Christ, people!
you could. Do you have any like DM inspiration or anything?
I'll use. I don't.
You don't have to. You could. It's literally just that you don't really know this figure.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you could see that he's pretty much the only person that's actually able to interact with the building other than Sergio. But he's just like a big muscly guy that's like carrying people out of the building. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever really seen him or interacted with him. I mean, you've probably seen him around, but you don't know him.
I just don't know him.
Yeah. Yeah, Star Raider, you've actually been here first. You flew in and saw the situation where the normal fire patrol isn't able to deal with this fire. And I'm actually going to say that because of your arcane knowledge, you can clearly tell that this fire is unnatural. It is magical. It is radiant, divine fire, which is why the tieflings and the demonic creatures that are normally like resistant or immune to fire can't interact with this, and they're also unable to put it out with normal water generating spells and whatnot.
Can I tell him to get the wizards? You need to dispel this flame. Use dispel magic.
What do you think we've been trying to do? None of us are really divine clerics or anything or know any of that, alright?
Vipers.
You're using water. It's magical fire.
We're trying our best, man. Alright, look, if you're not gonna be helpful, then just shut up and get out of the way.
I am out of the way. I'm I'm above all of you, literally.
Yeah, he just waves at you disregard. Like, you can see that people are like getting sandbags or like using mold earth and like trying to put it out, like snuff out the fire, but the magical fire just sort of climbs on top of it.
I can't even help. I don't have any anti-fire spells. I don't think teleporters
Yeah,
work on fire.
big
Yeah,
man.
Viper hearing that it's a magic effect, she's gonna cast Dispel Magic at 4th level.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
You're a D100.
Wow.
I don't think that's how Dispel Magic normally works, but okay.
Wait, which one's the D1? Is it?
It should be the one under the D10.
Under the D10.
Yeah.
The.
One
It
with
basically
the diamond.
looks like 2 D10s.
Yeah, it's two
Oh,
dice.
okay.
Yeah, it's not the dice with 100 sides.
Yeah, nobody likes that dice.
No, it's really fun.
50.
It's just
It's
annoying
just a
the
golf
roll.
ball.
50.
No, not yet.
Alright, Viper, what'd you get?
50.
Okay. Here's what I'll say. You could choose to put out fire on a single level. Or what you could do is, like, start to part the fire. So you could, like, grant access in and then, like, start carving a path in as you walk in. So I'm basically giving you options and kind of control here. I'm not going to say that you're gonna be able to put out the entire building with this spell, but you can do a significant.
Is it-
Am I over there?
Wait. Is
Sergio,
it?
you're in the building looking for your daughter.
Yeah.
Am I over there?
You're slow. But you do know these roads a bit better. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Oh, jeez, that's a -1.
Wait, is.
Oh, but I got a 19, so 18.
Okay, yes, you're a bit slower and kind of just catching up behind her after Viper does her thing. So, Viper, what are you doing?
Is the the spell that's causing the fire, was it cast at above a 4th level?
No, else it would have failed. Eldor had
No,
some other issue.
I'm not asking you. Shush. Stop.
I really don't want to explain the mechanics of what's happening here because that's going to give away a lot of stuff that I want you guys to investigate and learn.
Okay.
What I am going to let you do is, because this is a magical effect, you're going to be able to significantly impact it. This isn't just like one spell that's like, put the building on fire. You get the idea that this fire has spread, but it also has very specific instructions to only target your building.
That's kind of rude of a spell.
Again, you don't know if this is a spell or not.
I mean,
We don't know what this is.
Correct.
I mean, it's a magical effect. 90%, at least 50% of the time, it comes out of a spell.
Okay.
The
No,
the
just
big
fuck it,
Cerberus is
fine,
kind
whatever.
of like whining and kind of walking back and forth because it doesn't know what to do.
How's the beholder holding up?
You don't see the beholder around.
That's peculiar. Normally he's here.
Sergio's gonna call, after Viper finishes her thing,
Just,
Okay.
yeah, do whatever you fucking want. I'm done.
What do you mean?
With my turn. My turn.
What did you want to do?
Well, it's I guess I misunderstood it because I thought it was just like the bottom level or the front of it was on fire or something, or like the bottom floor was on fire. I didn't know that it was like all the levels were on fire separately. So that's why I was
The
confused.
whole building is on fire, and you are casting Dispel Magic, which will do a lot for, you know... Typically how this works is that Dispel Magic is used to remove spells or, you know, magic effects that are lingering and whatnot. This is that, but because this is such a large area, you know, because it's one thing, I don't think it makes sense to let you be able to, like, flip a switch and just turn off the fire.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I'm saying because it's 120 feet of area that it affects. So that's...
Oh,
That's
that,
Wait, is that the area or is
that's
that the range?
range on it.
It's range / area. So that's what I'm...
Dispel Magic.
actually, couldn't the beholder
It's
be
one
fighting the
creature,
fire as
object,
well?
or magical effect within.
Actually,
that
he doesn't
range.
really fight the fire. He just
Yeah,
stops
Ender,
the
you
fire,
don't... We don't know where the beholder is. Choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell 3rd level or lower, the target ends. Spell 4th level or higher.
There is a lot of objects in this building.
Well, it's... Yeah.
That would be targeting a magical effect.
You are casting
Yeah.
it at 4th level.
Yes.
I was gonna say when I got there, if I also cast the spell magic, it's like cast it together.
Actually, I
Like a
think
way to
instead
make it
of rolling the
stronger.
D100, what I should have had you do is, what it says is that, go ahead and make a ability check using your spell casting modifier. I don't know if that's wisdom or charisma or whatnot. But yeah, just go ahead and make that check for me. Do you know what your spell casting ability is? You're a druid, right?
No. Yeah, it's...
What's druid spell casting?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so go ahead and make a wisdom check.
I hate these fucking die. 11. Fuck.
You do have those guaranteed 20s.
Yeah, I'm just gonna burn an auto 20 then. Fuck that shit. So 26.
Ooh.
I'm just thinking how I can salvage this, because I think she just puts out the building.
That does sound like what's going to happen. I mean, hey, building's extinguished, task complete.
Putting out the building doesn't necessarily guarantee that I know what the fuck's going on, so... But it's like, that's the only thing that she can do, and so...
Yeah. The entire building gets snuffed out. Yeah, everyone's like running around. The tieflings are like, I don't know what to do. We tried sand, we tried water, we can't put out this fire. And Viper's just walking up, and everyone just parts around her, and she raises a hand, and it goes, and all the fire goes out.
She found the off button.
She is the off button.
Is Viper pissed right now, or like what's she going through?
Oh, Viper is very much fuming. Like, the fire went out on the building, but she is now also the fire.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's just silent.
She's gonna turn to I'm assuming some of her employees are still outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All of them
she's
are
gonna-
getting like tended to.
Yeah.
You can see that there's like some apologetic paramedics that are like, we're sorry, we only know like healing spells and whatnot.
Somebody just get the fuck in there and figure out what happened.
Sergio calls out to any survivors.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
That's a 13. Just 13.
Yeah, I'm just I'm really thinking about this.
You weren't expecting us to just delete.
Turn it off.
Enough.
No, it's fine. You know, like every single time I can make a scenario, someone just casts a spell and it's instantly over. It's fine.
It's fucking wizards, man, buddy. It's what we do.
I just wish I could make an interesting scenario for you guys. But...
It was interesting, and then we
It's-
found
no,
the
it-
off button.
No, it's
It's-
fine. You call out. There's not many people left in here. You maybe find a couple people that were like hiding in a closet or something.
Who don't know how fire works.
Do I
Yeah.
find the beholder and also Sarah?
Not on the first floor.
I go up to the second floor.
Okay. Viper, are you entering the building at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Star Reader, and I'll say Dr. Zink, you notice that a griffin flies down, and a figure leaps off the griffin as it flies over the building, and the figure lands on top of the belladonna, as Viper is walking through the front door and doesn't notice.
Wait, what the hell's a griffin?
Would I notice this too since I'm technically there? Just
Yeah, I think you were trailing Dr. Zink, so yeah.
Do I know what a griffin even is?
Yes, a griffin is like a bird.
Half lion, half eagle. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, the horse creature?
no.
No, that's
No,
a
that's a
different thing.
Pegasus.
That's a hippogriff.
Oh, yeah, that's a hippogriff. I'm sorry.
The horse.
It's the one with the back end of a lion, so it's like the back legs and the tail of a lion, and then
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know how like never mind. I'm not gonna.
When a
That-
when a lion and a bird love each other very much.
So you know how like an eagle has like wings and like a head and then like 2
I
feet.
posted a
Imagine
GIF
if
of one.
like a lion butt was attached to that with like legs and a tail.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, Edward posted a nice animated thing. It's got like 3 frames in it.
That is so hard to tell what it looks like. That actually
That
looks
is
like a
also not
wyvern.
griff-
That is not a wyvern. That is not a wyvern at all.
That's a
It has
cockatrice.
2 legs.
It's a
It looks
cockatrice.
scaly.
Yeah, cockatrice.
Well, that's
is-
because you're blind and I'm blind as well.
you said somebody jumped off the griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check to see? Because like, if I know who it is, since I have keen mind, I can remember almost every face that I've ever seen in
Okay.
the city.
I
Cool.
fly up to this thing.
Let's see what I got. I got a 16.
I'll say with that, you do see this person. This is a sort of dark-skinned human with this also seems to be fireman type attire on. He's kind of got like this big helmet on. It looks like enchanted leathers and whatnot. And he's also wielding this axe. If you want to tell who this person is, make a history check.
Do I get to make that check
Okay.
as well?
That's gonna be a 21.
Okay. Yeah, you recognize this figure. This is Dean Grayson. And Grayson is a member of the firefighters up in Elantra. And
Is it?
They sent the big boys down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
it's just because they hold of his brother Dick Grayson.
His brother's name is Willie.
You have
Yeah.
to roll dice for that.
I'll say that if you're flying over there, Star Reader, then you can just see that person, and yeah. Considering that you live up there and you know faces as well, I'll pretty much just give that one to you. So, yeah. Basically, I was only making a check for the people that live down here because it's an Elantra firefighter. That's why. But yeah.
Probably made a teleporter for him.
Yeah, probably. You can see that he gets his axe and it starts glowing, and he kind of he runs up to the door and sort of slams into it, and then he realizes it's a pole door, and then he goes inside. He looks so ready to start cutting anything. Sergio, as you're going up in the floors, eventually he comes down with his axe ready, and then he sees you and he stops and turns his head are we fighting?
Who the fuck are you? Did you start this?
Did you start this?
Did you start this?
Hold on.
Motherfucker, you fucking...
Did you start this?
God. Viper just walks in. Boys, enough. You fight like fucking children.
I was about... Oh, that was unarmed. That was a missed unarmed attack. That was a misclick, but that's a missed unarmed attack.
Yeah, he was just about to bring his axe down on you, and then he just steps back.
We have I have my hammer up to his face. He has his axe up to my face.
Yeah, he lifts his visor, and he's like, "Is that Viper? Oh my goodness, I'm such a huge fan."
Get the fuck
She
out of my
looks
way.
at-
Sergio just pushes him out of the way.
backhands
My
him.
wife.
I guess I'm gonna come in and keep looking around for
Sarah, are you up here?
source.
Sarah!
I didn't see anybody on the upper floors.
Yeah, probably because you're the one who fucking
She's-
started this shit.
Viper's gonna push past both of them and
Okay.
Push bad. He's already up there. He fucking ignored that.
she's
Yeah,
gonna
Viper, you walked in
enter-
on the first floor as they were shouting from the second floor.
Isn't this building dark as shit?
I was already walking in.
No, it's actually still pretty well lit because the ambiance of most of the magical stuff that makes up the Belladonna is still fairly intact. But yeah.
Actually, she would use her because she has a teleport up to her room, which is on the top floor.
Oh, okay.
I think she probably would use that to search her room.
Okay.
And I'm just scanning everything. I don't think it's nighttime, so I don't have access to any stars to help me.
Do I find Sarah at all?
You find the Beholder. I forgot his name. But he's in your room.
Was it Steven? I think it was Steven.
Kyle.
Steven, where
We're
the fuck
so
is
bad
she?
at remembering names.
It said it
You
was
don't.
an
You
S,
also.
that's all I know.
You gotta write them down in in
was
the
it Sean?
characters or
I do
something.
have them written down, but
Pretty sure Seth.
I don't have my notes.
It might have been
Oh,
sorted out.
Seth.
It might, yeah,
Seth,
yeah. I think,
that's right.
I
It's Seth.
remember it
Seth.
said it was an S.
We came up with so many different names.
Seth.
All right,
It's
Seth MacFarland is your Beholder.
He doesn't have a last name. It's just Seth.
Yeah, he's just Zeph. He doesn't get a last name.
Okay.
He couldn't care.
That's Highland.
Anyways,
You can see that he is beaten and bloodied and passed out on the floor and looks partially deflated. But
damn
he
it.
does not look burned. You
Okay.
can see that there is like a scorch mark on your bed, though.
What?
Like significant scorch mark. Like your bed is barely there at all. Like it
Oh, he's
looks like
talking
there's
to
a
you,
significant crater
Who's
in your
bed?
bed.
I wasn't. Oh, okay. I think Sergio was talking about finding the beholder. So I didn't. You didn't say my name when you were. Okay.
Seth is in your room, Viper. That's what I said. And you
I didn't hear
teleported
you
up
say
there.
my name when you started talking about it, so I didn't
You
know.
said you teleported up to your room, and I said you find
Yeah, but
Seth.
then Sergio started talking, so I thought you were talking to him. So I was like, what?
I didn't hear what Sergio said. What are you doing, Sergio? You
I
still
don't know.
fighting
I
with
was
me?
fucking. I went up to the fucking room trying to find my dang granddaughter.
You didn't go up to the room. She could.
I'm just trying to find my granddaughter.
You can't get to the room.
Even in a, you're not getting into Viper's bedroom, even in an emergency situation.
No matter how
Well,
much
fuck
you
it.
beg. No, I'm just kidding.
No, fucking. If in an emergency situation, fucking Sergio would be ramming through that door.
What
there's
door?
no door.
Yeah, the door's was
Then I
currently
bumped my
on
head through the
fire.
ceiling. I put my head through the ceiling.
This man is gonna run through every wall until he gets into your room.
I'm gonna run through every wall until I find my damn granddaughter.
Fucking God, stalker. No, I'm kidding.
Grayson's like following after Sergio, like, are we busting through walls? Is that what we're doing? And he smashes through a wall and goes, "Oh yeah!"
God,
You!
damn.
I'm fucking. He's gonna be like, I'm a. Where would you?
Okay,
Where the
okay,
fuck is the ship? Where the fuck is my daughter? Granddaughter? Sarah! And now Sergio's just getting angry at this point.
Okay.
So Sarah's not in her room. She in her closet anywhere.
Do I
No.
know who Sarah is?
It's
Did I?
I don't
think
think
so.
so.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh.
I ever saw Sarah, so I don't have a
No.
way of even looking for them myself.
When I got a question. When Sergio came in when I was waiting for him, did I see him come in with her? No, I saw
Yeah,
them come in there.
I think
can I look
so.
around and see if I can
I
see
think he
her?
would have.
'Cause I saw him run in and like
Yeah,
run in
absolutely.
a panic. Can I make a perception check to see if I can see if she's anywhere out here?
You're just looking outside in the crowd and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
Oh!
perception check.
Never
Can I-
mind. No.
I'm gonna spend one of my 20s.
Okay. You look around and you can see that there is a lot of, scared people that are kind of milling around. You don't see any like suspicious characters or anything. You see like the firefighters that are kind of sheepishly looking around, like, what do we do? Do we just start packing up? But yeah, with a natural 20, you really don't see anything, unfortunately.
Maybe they're not on this floor?
Well, no, I'm outside.
Yeah, he's outside.
I think Viper's gonna leave her room and go back down.
You're just gonna leave Seth there?
What? Oh
Your
shit.
body.
That's right. Sorry.
She
There's
just,
a lot
she's
that's
like,
happening and I
just
can-
looks like, she just looks at me like, oh shit, right, yeah, you. Whatever.
Can I tell if he's still alive though? It's like he's.
Make a medicine check.
Yeah, you aren't doctor.
What the fuck is up with these? I'm not using these. I need to go get my actual dice. I'm so annoyed.
Actually, matter of fact, now that I think about it, where the fuck is Vinny?
Oh no.
Fucking Christ.
Vinny was outside.
I'm about to give him a piece of my mind, but go ahead.
He was incapacitated.
I'm so
Would you-
entertained. No,
What'd you get, Viper?
I don't want to talk about it. It's an 8.
Just change your dice.
You look at him and you see that there's like a lot of damage to him, but he doesn't look like he's disintegrating or anything, because he's a monster, he hasn't been sent back to his plane of existence, which leads you to believe that he's not dead.
Beholders don't come from a plane of existence. They just exist.
Okay. So thank you.
All right. You don't really know what's wrong with him, though.
I don't have a way to move him either.
You could heal him.
I can't heal him. I don't have a healing spell.
Do I have a healing spell?
You're not in the room.
I thought I went into the building.
You can't
No.
go into Viper Room.
Why
The only way to
couldn't-
get into Viper's room is through teleportation, basically. And Sarah knows a secret passage. Which is why
Yeah.
you believe Seth followed her in here. Because he was on duty to watch her.
She's like extra pissed now. She's just like,
What's your passive investigation? Or you can roll
13.
one if you'd like. What?
13, but I guess I can really try. Hang on. Wait.
Okay.
I need to get my actual dice. Hang on.
Sure, that's fine.
Alright.
Yeah, Sergio, I think Jughead has kind of wandered back into the building and is like from the main floor calling up like, do you need anything?
Motherfucker! You just hear you're just swearing out loud.
Okay, I'll go get one. And he marches out.
And Sergio's just gonna fucking come down the rug and out of the building pissed because he can't find her. And he's
When
gonna
you come back down, he's bringing in Vinny.
fucking. Sergio's gonna slap him awake. Get the fuck up!
What
Where
is
the
it?
fuck is she? Where is she?
Wait, who? What are you talking
There,
about?
you bum skull! You fucking were watching her. What the fuck happened?
I don't know. I was just sitting there and then suddenly exploded. Like it just everything was white and now I'm getting slapped. I don't know
you
what
said
happened.
Sorry, you said investigation, right?
Yes.
I
Okay,
feel like
17.
you would definitely get a bit pissed that someone slapped him.
With
like,
a
that's just great.
17, you can see that this room didn't just burn like all the other rooms. You almost get the sense that this might even be where it started. This is the focal point. You can see that there are like abstract lines which you believe are like rays, possibly from Seth. You can even see sections that look almost pristine, which you believe is where, you know, the anti-magic cone was when it was pointing at the fire. There was like a significant tussle that happened in here. But most specifically, you can tell that on your bed is kind of this vague shape, almost like a crater of a dress landed into your bed. In which leads you to believe that it was a present that was given to you. One of those dresses that was laying on your bed is what exploded and started burning.
There was a dress I was given?
Yeah, you got you always get lots of gifts, and it was
Oh,
just
right,
one
right,
that you
right,
kind of just ignored. If you want to try and determine what sort of dresses you got recently, you can make a history check.
Sure. You said a what? History?
Yeah.
Um,
Or just intelligence, but just trying to recall.
ooh, I'll just do intelligence then, because that's actually.
I mean, I believe history is
Well,
intelligence. So.
History. Oh. Yeah, but for some reason it says that my like basic intelligence is higher than my history, so I don't know what it's called.
Weird. I don't know.
19.
Yeah, you remember distinctly what the dress was. It was something that was absolutely not your style. Sort of a slap in the face of just like a fancy dress that was given to you just to be I will even say that it wasn't even your size. So this person does not know who you are at all. And you know that specifically because this was another invitation to come and join New Valhalla, which is like the reboot of what's it called? The Olympus that you were originally invited to when Elantra was first starting out. New Olympus is the reboot of, New Valhalla is the reboot of Olympus that you turned down originally.
Is there any signs that Sarah was in the room?
You look around and don't really see anything. You don't see like a shoe or anything.
Okay. She's gonna go downstairs and grab one or two of the medical people that are available.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna show them the secret passage to be able to help Seth.
Okay.
Or try to anyway. And then she's gonna.
Grayson like raises his hand. He's like, I've got healing hands. If you want me to,
Just fucking go. Just go.
He.
Do it.
You watch his arms go limp while he's still wearing the axe, and like lowers his head and just sort of slowly walks out the door.
They're just pacing at this point.
No,
Weird.
she means like go do it then.
Oh,
like, stop,
okay. And then he just like he instantly swivels, like pipes his head back up. Oh, really? Okay. And he like runs up the stairs. And do you show him how to get into the room? I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's Beholder. Interesting. Maybe I shouldn't be here.
He's my bodyguard. If you don't
okay,
heal him,
okay. I'm gonna heal him, and then I'm gonna go. And he places his hands on the Beholder, and instantly the wounds close up and color returns to him, and Seth starts to float off the ground. Then you watch as Grayson like quickly grabs his axe, like he turns and bolts, but then like runs back and grabs his axe before running out of the room.
My fucking hero.
Seth turns around and says, "Hero? What hero?
No,
Is that hero around?"
Seth, focus. Where's Sarah? Do you remember what happened?
Oh, Sarah. Yeah, she was with me, and then we, oh dear. She was looking at that dress, and then, you watch as he starts to shake his head.
Your child fucking exploded.
Yeah, she said that she thought I was really pretty, but, she was thinking maybe she could, I don't really remember what happened. Basically, the dress started burning and I pulled Sarah away from it, and then I started messing. There was like all sorts of like energy and lightning shooting out of it, and then I started to deal with it, and before I knew it, it was overwhelming me, and when I turned around, Sarah was gone. But I think someone grabbed her, like one of the girls. No, they jumped out the window. The window! And he points towards the window.
She's gonna run and examine the window to see like where they might have gone out of it.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, oh, that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I'm very good at
You
perceiving.
look down into that secret alley behind your place, and you can see a complete dumpster that is bent inwards, and where you can see 2 feet have landed. And then you watch as a trail of just refuse and debris of trash and whatnot trails away in a line before exploding upwards and getting caught on another like fire escape leading up onto roof, and then you can see the slightest hint of a cloth from Sarah's dress ripped against a piece of smokestack leading across the rooftops.
What's the name of the dude? Sorry.
The dude.
The guy that was just helping her,
Grayson.
Grayson, and he's the one with the griffin.
No, Grayson's the firefighter.
Oh right, okay.
Isn't he the one that
Where's
got off the griffin?
yeah? Wait, where's the person that had the griffin? I am so
Yeah,
confused.
that's Grayson. That's the firefighter.
That's great. That's what I asked. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
You said no.
Can I try and talk to the griffin?
I'm gonna
Sure.
go find him wherever he went.
Okay. Yeah. He. I think at this point he's like run out of the building, and I think he's like whistled for his griffin. You hear like the griffin lift up off of the roof.
At this point, Sergio's
Yeah,
following
Sergio, you're still
Piper.
like interrogating Vinny. Star Reader, what did you want to talk to the griffin about while all of this was going on?
I guess I'm just gonna ask it, hey, what do you know about this?
Oh, hey! I just got here.
Fair enough. Do you know how to fight fires yourself?
A little bit. Flap my wings a little bit and put it out. Usually go and scoop up some water and spit on it.
I guess that does work.
Yep, sometimes.
Does this guy, like, just appear or something?
Is he what?
Nothing.
Okay.
You're the one that wanted to talk to him, man.
Sergio, you're like slapping Vinny around, being held by Jughead, who's just sort of standing there holding this man like a doll while you're just laying into him. When running down the stairs is Grayson, and he's sweating bullets as he is just sprinting down the stairs. Do you
Where the
stop
fuck
him?
are you going? Huh? Did you find her?
She said that she wanted help with you and for a friend of hers, but it's a
Use your
beholder, so I
fucking
healed
words.
the beholder, and now I'm leaving. There's nothing left for me to do. It's fire. I gotta go back up to lunch and make sure there's no fire.
Wait, beholder. Where the fuck is the beholder?
He's like,
Just Sergio, calm down. It's just
How can I not fucking calm down? My goddamn granddaughter is fucking missing.
I'm trying to help find her, so calm down and get yourself together. She's gonna call after Grayson, and I will give you.
Seth's eyes like bulge. Grayson, I remember that name. I'd remember that name anywhere. You! And Seth just like barrels down, and Grayson goes, ah! And just bolts out the front door.
He's the hero that the
No, it doesn't.
for.
As soon as Grayson turns to run through the door, he's instantly just completely clotheslined by the arm of a construct, and you hear a voice of which you probably aren't too fond of hearing, as he says, "Well, this is certainly interesting. When you said be sure to come on by at any time, I didn't think that this would be exactly how you'd present the place." And you see Reggie and his entourage blocking Grayson's escape.
I gotta step away. Be right back.
Okay. I will admit, I don't love what you've done with the place.
As funny as you usually are, I am not in the mood for your quips right now. Thank you.
No, absolutely. I do believe I should most likely apologize for this, as it seems as though my presence and the gathering of so many individual and affluential people seems to have brought a toll on your place. So, this is, of course, my doing, and I will take full responsibility.
And you will pay for the damages?
In full. Double.
Just what it costs is fine.
Very well. No need to hold on to anything.
She's gonna Okay.
Like instantly, Mira is just like moving across the floor, like notating everything, without you even saying anything.
She's
She's like this high-speed record keeper that she seems to notate when everybody's speaking. You know, as soon as they're in a new location, she's just instantly scratching. You get the idea that she is a chronicler. Yeah.
She's gonna look at Grayson, and he wasn't like hurt from that, was he, or is he just?
Yeah, you see that like Jughead is holding Grayson by the collar in one hand and holding the beholder back with the other arm. And Grayson's like clutching his axe, just like screaming like a girl, while Seth is just trying to grab at him with his ice stocks.
Seth, enough. Not now, please.
Seth like slowly floats back and upwards into the air, just glaring at Grayson.
She's gonna look at Grayson.
Ooh.
You tell
Shut up, Seth.
I mean, do you blame him for being completely pissed?
No, it's just not the time.
All of Seth's eyes are bloodshot, and he looks like he's gonna burst a blood vessel.
Oh no!
His like 3 of his eyes are twitching all at once.
Yeah, the doctors are like, you're gonna knock yourself out again, and like trying to reach him, but he's floating too high.
Grayson?
Yes. I mean, yes, Miss Viper. What can I do for you?
I have a favor to ask. Rather, a job.
Yes.
She's gonna walk up and... How tall is he?
You're taller.
But how tall? Like, do it in order...
He's like 6'3".
Oh. So... Yeah, he's not that much shorter than me. She's gonna, like, slightly, lean over to...
Yeah, he's tall for a human.
And she's gonna whisper in his ear, that she's willing to offer him 100,000 gold, or however much money it takes for him to. She's gonna tell him in the direction and which roof has a piece of fabric, for him to just take his griffin and try to follow the trail.
Okay.
If he can find it. And try to at least figure out where in general it might have gone.
Okay.
Or whatever.
As you're whispering in his ear, you can get the idea that he's maybe enjoying this a little bit more than he should. The question I want to ask you is, do you want to pay him, or do you want to owe him a favor? Because one of those is much more lucrative. Basically, if you want to pay him, he's like a firefighter and he kind of has to get back to his job. But if you owe him a favor, well, then he's your man.
I think...
And that's basically how
offers...
things work in this setting, is that money is like a loose concept, and you can absolutely purchase NPCs to do things for money and just state that. But if you want to, owe favors to people, then that's like a much bigger and more valuable thing.
Yeah, she's offering either the money or a small favor.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
Which means like something tangible or easily acquired.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh,
Also, I like to imagine that Dr. Zink has just slowly made his way in at this point.
I think one of the constellations would definitely help in fixing this place up. I know which one.
I like lost my dice for a second. I was like, what the fuck happened? It was under a blanket. Ooh. See, these dice are rolling so good. I don't know why I was trying to roll with fucking D&D Beyond dice. Like, what an
That is
idiot.
fun.
Persuasion with advantage, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, even better. It's 17.
Okay. He's that's not exactly in my job description, but I am a servant of the people, and especially to you, Miss Viper. But I shall see what I can do. I will be your eyes in the sky, and which way did it go?
She's gonna tell him again the direction, but also mention that it's Sergio's granddaughter that was taken, so that he might also be inclined to owe him a favor as well, or some sort of form of gratitude.
Okay.
To sweeten the deal.
He doesn't really care about that as much.
Well, he could get 2 favors then.
Yeah, but a favor from an old stinky man isn't as much as a favor from a big voluptuous lady.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh! Fucking hell.
That's the problem with society.
It's not my fault. Every man finds her attractive.
Yeah. He is like every man, putty in your paws. This is no different behavior from most people that interact with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's on the case. He asked to be let down by Jughead, and then like with his eyes trained on Seth, backs out of the belladonna and gets on his griffin.
And I know what the hell he did to Seth that pissed him off.
He's the one that caught ice.
He's the hero that cut off his eye stalks.
Oh.
Were you playing the Beholder? And like the beginning of the campaign, and you were looking for someone?
Mm-hmm. Still tracks. Yeah. Grayson out. I think he even says that. Grayson out.
Oh my god. Why do I like him?
And he holds up like the
Fucking
peace symbol,
go.
but sideways, like deuces. And he just takes off.
What a
Oh,
fucking...
but he puts down his reflective visor, which is like putting on sunglasses, and then he takes
And a leather jacket.
Yeah. Well, it's like a bright orange leather jacket.
Yeah.
'Cause he's
He thinks
wearing,
it's cool because it's unusual color.
No. It's his firefighter uniform.
Oh, okay.
It's reflective.
Hey!
That's the sound he makes when like Seth lunges at him.
Maybe Seth doesn't just use his laser eyes.
takes
she's
off.
gonna turn to Sergio, put her hands on his shoulders and just kind of.
He's still giant, by the way.
I know. She can still reach his shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can reach 12 foot 11 or 11 foot 8.
Wouldn't you have like destroyed like the ceiling?
Well, she's like
That
almost
wall?
7 feet, so I imagine her arms could. You know
Ju-
what? Fine. Fuck you. I'm not gonna be sentimental.
I'm just saying.
No.
No, she was gonna have a tender moment, but no.
Moment ruined.
No, fuck you.
Typical
No, she's
Sergio.
gonna go over to 13
Okay, how about
foot
Sergio?
Jughead
Sergio
and like
about
touch
at
his
this point
peck.
runs out of juice. So yeah, go ahead. He runs out of juice. He slowly shrinks down as his anger subsides.
She's. I don't even want to do it. Come.
Typical Sergio fashion. You ruined a moment.
Listen, I'm a dwarf, okay?
It's so sad. she's gonna put her hands on his shoulders and just look him in the eye and tell him to breathe and just breathe with him, and try to reassure him that they're gonna find Sarah. Because even though they don't agree on much, it's Sarah is definitely important to both of them. So,
in the background, you hear as Jughead is also breathing with you.
she's gonna confusedly look around, and she's gonna look over at Jughead. She's like, "What are you doing?"
I don't smell anything.
So Sergio slowly shrinks down in size.
What? What does you have? I don't. Okay. Sergio, I promise we're going to find her, and whoever did this, they're going to suffer greatly. I promise.
Sergio immediately drops down to a knee, fucking tear in his one eye.
I mean, I realize.
Jughead
Punches
comes
the
over
ground.
with a napkin. He provides you a little hanky.
Aw.
Wipes tear and sneezes in it.
Is the belladonna made out of wood?
It's made up of a lot of different materials.
The ground floor is wood, but most of the structure is marble and stone.
Right. Like,
Marble and stone are fireproof. I don't need to worry about healing that.
Right. There are like burnable, like fire sustaining thing. None of those were affected. Again, this is magical fire, so everything was damaged and affected by this fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's potent.
Yeah.
Like-
Everything is scorched.
I mean, yeah, fire will scorch marble, but you can rub off a scorch.
Yeah, even the marble was like damaged physically.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I
Roger
can
was
actually
one
fix
way.
that, but I can at least fix all the flowers. Because magical stars, I think it's becoming night at least.
Yeah, I don't think
I mean,
you wanna
Viper
put
can do that
flowers.
herself.
Yeah, she'll do it. She has a certain
Yeah.
I mean,
those
my
are her-
tactic is by forcing life into it, Who Fangs, and see if it becomes alive.
Okay.
I need to build it.
Either way.
After Jughead hands the hanky to Sergio, he kind of takes a step back and says, I don't know why people cry, but I do know that sometimes these make it better. And he just kind of like puts his hands together and kind of turns and wobbles away.
Sergio blows into it, realizes he blows into it, and sees him walk away and get.
He like turns back to you, Viper, and reaches into his pocket. I got more. I like to keep them on me.
Thank you, darling. I don't need one right now, but if I do, I'll come find you. All right?
This one's got lace on it.
Oh. She'll take it as like a kind gesture, and kind of tuck it into her.
He folds it in half and like pokes one giant finger into it, and he's like, I learned that if you do this, it kind of looks like a bird.
Oh, he's so cute. Love.
And then when he like opens his hand, it just kind of collapses again.
Oh.
Again, his fingers are too big to do any origami, but
I think she's gonna take it and reach up and.
are you gonna
touch his face.
pantomime dab it? Be like, oh look, I'm feeling better.
No, I think she's just gonna touch his face sweetly and thank you, and she'll tuck it away in her her blouse.
Yeah.
Giants can do origami. They just need a piece of paper the appropriate size.
Yeah. Again, he's not a giant. He's just kind of like a person that looks like he's got a bunch of like physical parts stitched to him.
He's a Frankenstein.
Yeah. Normally he wears kind of like, I guess you wouldn't know this, Sergio, normally he wears kind of like a tarp around him to make him less scary, but sometimes it makes him look more scary. But in his flesh is kind of like stitched in leather kind of skin that's just sort of covering him. So he doesn't have, you know, like any genitals or anything, so, but that's kind of just what he's wearing. He doesn't have like clothes on, but that's just sort of like what his body is comprised of.
He has no reason to wear pants. He just does so anyway.
He's very Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Aww.
Yeah, his head does not stick up past his shoulders.
Favorite NPC. Can't change my mind.
He like slowly points a finger back in the corner. I couldn't help that guy. I think he's kind of fused to his chair. And he points back to this figure that is kind of grisly in a way. It is you all remember Matthias, right?
Yeah, the Earth Genasi.
Yeah, he's part Earth Genasi. But you can see that he has like been cooked into a statue basically. But you can see that he was like leaning forward like he was about to get up and just got like instantly baked into place. His kind of humanoid skin parts kind of look like starting to melt or even bubble, but then all of him is just sort of like charred into place. So you get the idea that he maybe have seen something too, but he is also.
But he's dead, or he's not alive, or.
Well, you'll have to do something more than just, you know, do some healing on him the way that you did to Seth.
You have to like completely reform him.
Wait, am I here? Where the hell even am I anymore?
You're still here.
Could I try and heal him?
Do you have something like a Greater Restoration?
I don't got Greater Restoration, but I got a lot of stars. One of them's got to do something.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them is about creation and life. I think that one would probably help. Push life back into him.
Viper's gonna go over to Dr.
Something?
Sorry.
Yep. What do I roll for this?
What are you doing?
Magic! I'm gonna use a constellation and see if I can heal him. I could technically take him to the observatory. I just gotta get the chair out of here.
Yeah, Jughead just didn't feel comfortable ripping the chair off the ground. So.
Well, thank God I'm not Jughead. Just break the chair with the staff, I guess. It's a charred chair. These things aren't that durable anymore.
No, it's like a booth. He was in a booth.
Well, still, it's not going to be that much durable anymore. Wood generally doesn't like being
It's not
burned.
wood.
What is it made out of? Magic?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yeah, Jughead can help you. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a challenge out of this. You could absolutely get him back to your observatory. I was just saying. I was trying to figure out what you were trying to do here, if you were doing something here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can heal him with the observatory. That seems logical.
Okay.
We got lots of magic. Something here's gotta work.
Renji, what are you doing? We haven't heard from you in a while.
Or the doctor, yeah, I know.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna actually.
Well, yeah, Viper's about
giant.
to go to Dr. Zink, but is Renji still just hanging out in the crowd, or has he?
Yeah, I'm just looking
this?
around still.
Okay.
Seeing if I see anything out of the ordinary.
You notice a griffin flying off.
Yeah, but Reggie's probably just assuming that they're going back to where they came from.
Yeah. Most of the crowd has started to disperse. The firefighters are packing it up. Most everybody's kind of like healed from the fire and are just kind of like figuring out what's going on.
Sergio's still a little burnt. Nobody healed him.
Who?
Sergio.
Sergio.
Oh, is
You'll
Sergio
be
on fire?
fine, you big baby.
He got burned. Remember at the start? He got took
radiant damage. He's not on fire, I don't think, though.
He got
I
burned.
don't think that happened anymore.
Yes, it did.
Oh wait, no, yeah,
Yeah, a
that
little
did
bit.
happen.
Jughead comes over and pats you down, Sergio.
Ow.
He comes and
Ow.
lays one giant
Ow.
hand on top of your head and squishes down your mohawk.
Can I ask this giant for help getting the guy over? I am a small creature. It's gonna be very annoying. Wait, I can just teleport. What am I on about?
Oh,
Oh, like I'm gonna use this
lady,
at all.
can I pull the chair?
Yeah, I'm gonna need your help getting the chair.
He's asking you, Viper, if he can like uproot it.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He does so. He just like completely. Here's the beautiful thing. He like gets behind the booth and just like pulls it away from the wall. And then as he does so, he realizes that there was like this little mug that like Matthias was kind of holding onto. The Jughead like reaches over with like main finger and thumb and picks up off the table and just like with one hand carries the booth and like carries the cup in the other hand.
That's the most important
Careful
thing.
with the door. Please don't ruin
Yeah.
the building.
Yeah,
Any more than
he
it
has
already
to
has.
duck. He's very aware of his surroundings. He doesn't bump into things. Dr. Zink.
Someone have a hammer so I don't have to carry an entire booth through a teleporter?
No, he's gonna carry it physically to your observatory for you.
Oh yeah, that works as well. Then
You're gonna
the
break
people
him
there-
apart first?
no, we're gonna smash the booth apart, so it's easier to get him in the teleporter.
I mean, if you're gonna cast a teleportation circle, you could fit even Jughead and the booth in.
You just have
Oh.
to make
Teleportation circles are kind of big. Oh, but if you're just teleporting, then
Yeah, I was thinking of just using the good old spell teleporter by.
gotcha. Yeah, I would say that you would be able to grab yourself and Matthias, who is actually, I think if you
10-foot
teleported,
view.
he would take him off of the. Yeah, so that's the
You would
perfect
take
thing.
him out of the thing.
As soon as Jughead like carries it out of the building and sets it down, you teleport off with him, and Jughead's just like, "Oh, he left his drink," and like takes the chair and the cup back inside.
I think Viper sees this.
Can I
And
like
she just
reappear
is
and
like-
just take the cup and then just like, oh, forgot something. Thanks.
What the fuck?
Teleporters! This
My
thing has
booth!
infinite uses.
You just stole the cup from Viper.
No, her booth. Didn't even take the booth out.
Yeah, as Viper's having this talk with Zing, just in the background, Jughead's like carrying the booth out and then carrying it back in.
Viper's just not even gonna. She's just gonna stare at it and just blankly
Try not
just
to
like.
have a mental breakdown.
She's about to like murder somebody. Like right.
Vinny's just looking back and forth with his eyes like a tennis match, just like,
Then he's gonna get so much shit.
I think it's like pretty clear that it's like rage and just seething rage is radiating off of her.
Just
Like
blames Vinny.
her hair looks like it is fire just from like the waves of heat coming off of her. She's just mad.
If Sergio wasn't so sad, he might be a little turned on.
Ew. What?
Reggie's gonna go over to Sergio and kind of like lead him away.
Sergio's just like wondering to himself, what the fuck is he gonna tell his daughter?
Oh god, we're not telling her anything. Not yet.
What the fuck you mean we're not telling her anything? What am I gonna tell her? Oh,
We're
hey,
not
by the way.
telling her anything.
She's
Do you
just-
remember the
oh,
last
no.
time you lost Sarah at an amusement park?
Lululand.
Lululand!
That place never survived.
Oh.
Yeah,
burned it to the
Reggie's gonna
ground.
lead Sir Joanne away and be like, you know, my friend, I've learned that sometimes the best thing that you can do is not do anything stupid.
Is he just British now?
I don't know.
Hey, he can be British, that's fine.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You talk to Zink.
Okay. I think it's more so she's not talking, but like she just needs to be standing next to somebody who is more level-headed than she is currently. And yeah.
Could Sergio walk or be like, or never mind, he's not in the right headspace.
Yeah. No, well also Reggie's leading you elsewhere, so
You see lots of questions getting hit.
she, like, after a minute she finally speaks and she's just like, I don't even know what to say or do.
Alright, I'm back.
I don't think anybody knows what to say to do right now.
So what happened?
Ah!
She's just gonna stare at him, just staggers from her eyes. I don't know, Doctor. Tell me, what happened? Do you know? I don't. She's just. Why do you
Hello?
Why do you
Like a
antagonize
fire.
me? Why do you always antagonize me?
Who are you talking to?
Dr. Zink.
Oh. Well, Dr. Zink, why do you always antagonize her?
I'm not antagonizing anybody.
You asked her what happened, and when she said,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
standing outside. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he just
I
got
just
here.
saw your building on fire.
Viper knows the most out of anybody here what's going on.
I thought I would know the most.
Why?
No.
No, you got here the earliest.
How would
but
you
can't
know?
access
How
all
would
the
you
rooms.
know? You weren't. Oh my god.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
I got here first, but I don't have access to all the rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Viper
So-
specifically went in, investigated, and knows what's going on. She's the only one that knows anything at this point in time.
Alright, I'm off healing.
Yeah.
Trying to.
I don't think she mentions New Valhalla or any of that exactly, but she is gonna tell him that I think this was planned targeting, but not. It was planned for her, and that somebody kidnapped Sergio's granddaughter.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
I sure didn't do it cleanly.
Do you have any leads?
I have ideas, but it's nothing solid, and I sent the oddly enthusiastic boy with the griffin to it. Seth said that somebody grabbed Sarah and jumped out the window and I looked out and there was a trail, and so I sent him after it.
What kind of trail?
They jumped out of the window onto the garbage and left a trail of garbage in the alley, and then there was a piece of her dress on a rooftop snagged, and beyond that I don't know, and I sent him in that direction to see if he could find anything, as he has a griffin, and it's the only useful thing I can think of, and I don't know why I have to be the one to tell everybody what to do.
So, Sergio's daughter, or
Granddaughter,
granddaughter,
yes.
was
Yes.
taken by a rooftop while someone else ran on the ground.
No, oh my goodness. Why'd you antagonize me?
That's literally what you just said.
No, he jumped out of the window of my room into the alleyway.
The garbage in the alleyway, yes.
Yes.
And then back
ran
up to the
through
roof.
the alley, climbed up and jumped onto the roof where her dress was
Okay.
snagged.
We did not say that part where he climbed onto the roof.
It was implied. God damn it.
Why would that be implied?
Reggie comes over to Dr. Zink and just leads him away too.
She's gonna scream, and I think she's gonna pick up a metal pipe or something and just start whacking a tree with it aggressively.
Yo, I thought you were gonna say he was
That's
gonna
not
throw
gonna
it and it
help.
was somehow gonna hit me outside.
No, she's just she's just so frustrated.
It's like, Betty, come here. I'm gonna beat your ass. It's your fault.
No, she's just is losing her fucking mind right now because nobody seems to be comprehending anything she's saying anymore.
Jughead's gonna
Yeah.
come over to Dr. Zink and be like, does she need help beating that thing up?
Probably.
Jughead comes over to Viper and starts beating on the tree too. I don't know what's
Go up
happening,
on
but
the
I
roof.
can help.
I
Just-
think at
She's-
this point Benji's gonna go inside and lean on the wall. And just, like,
The whole-
listen.
Yeah, no, the whole time she's like hitting the tree, she's just screaming and just fucking frustrated.
yeah,
Can I go to
Jughead
the
comes over
rooftop
and
and
helps
look at the
out.
cloth?
Huh? What? Zinc?
Can I
You said-
can I go to the rooftop and look at the cloth that she was talking about?
Yeah, if you want to go around, you can go do that.
And
Sure.
investigate it?
Mm-hmm.
You want to climb up on a roof?
Yeah. Better than standing around doing nothing. Hitting a
He
tree.
summons a swarm of.
Oh my god, you're.
He's gonna summon a swarm of orphans to carry him up like a ladder.
Like the nanobots.
I imagine
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
probably a ladder of some kind.
Yeah, no, you can climb the fire
Children.
escape.
Well, I'm not strong, but I can still climb.
Instantly you can tell it doesn't look like the person climbed the fire escape. Even on the outside, you can just see that there are like trails that like got clung to the fire escape as they made their way up to the top of this building.
Could I see? Oh, excuse me. If there's like anything on the torn cloth that's like residue or something that might have any idea of where
Go
they
ahead and
came from.
make a check. I'm not sure what that is. Whatever your crafting
Investigation.
check is, I suppose, if you're trying to figure out if it's alchemical.
Could I do investigation?
That works.
It's a 17.
Okay. There's no soot or anything. It doesn't seem like it's soaked or stained with anything. It just seems like it's a piece of cloth.
Okay. Well, hopefully your bird friend will find something.
Can I walk up to somebody and find out what's going on?
You walk up to Reggie and he tells you what's going on.
Does he tell me about Sergio's missing granddaughter? Or does he not know about that?
He doesn't know about that. He just tells you that Viper's place caught on fire, and things are being handled. And why do you care, little man? What I don't know what his voice sounds like, so I'm just gonna talk randomly.
Interested.
Wouldn't Reggie think this
My,
is the random hobo at the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows he has the random hobo.
My interests shouldn't concern you. Just wondering what happened. I would like to know how you got into my house.
Yeah. That's the question.
That is the
I mean,
question.
it's not like it's secure.
Yeah, you don't have any locks. You can't have locks.
He doesn't even have a door.
The landlord
Exactly.
doesn't allow it.
Who are you asking? Reggie or the
Yeah,
Star Eater?
no, I'm asking Reggie.
I don't think he can
Star readers
ask
were
me.
there.
Yeah, I'm up at the observatory. I
Oh,
gotta-
that's right. Yeah, you're not here anymore. Shut up.
Yeah.
Reggie says, I just had a friend of mine install a teleportation circle in your place. One-time use, but well worth it. I
But why?
didn't really think it was any of your business, but it seems to be mistaken. We're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all it was.
You didn't have your buddy look and notice that there were things in the basement. If it was abandoned, the basement would have been empty, would it not have been?
Did you keep stuff in the basement?
I mean, there's some stuff down there, stuff that I don't use. Like I got books down there from when I was learning how to use my psionic abilities.
Most abandoned houses probably have like stuff in them. What I was trying to figure out is does it look like someone's hideout? I suppose.
So how did he not hear my dog walking upstairs?
You have a
Because
dog?
you weren't there?
Yeah,
Yes,
your
I
dog
have
was
a
with
dog.
you.
No, it wasn't. My dog was home when I left after I
Yeah,
took
I
my
was-
meditate. The dog was with me in the beginning. He went back home
Right,
with
and that's
me.
when the teleportation circle was made.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. At the
Yeah.
like session 0. Anywho. Magic. That's how they got in.
It's really all I got.
Okay. Your clue did say if you want to learn more, follow the big one. So you want to investigate anybody of the big variety?
Ugh.
Can I do a perception check on Jug?
Okay. Oh, do you want like a history check to see if you know him?
Well, yeah, and a perception check to see if he's like, if he has like anything in his pockets that I would recognize as like a pendant.
Okay.
So I'll do history first. That's 17.
I've woven myself into a narrative corner. Because I said that he had pockets, but previously I stated that he didn't have clothes.
He has a jacket.
You know that turb? Yeah, he can have pockets.
Yeah, he's got like this big leather vest on. Someone made it for him, custom. That's what he's got pockets in. You can see that there's a lot of hankies sticking out of his pockets.
I'm just gonna walk
They
up to
look
him.
like there could be like a variety of items in those pockets.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
Yo, hey, big man.
He turns slowly towards you. What's up?
I got a question. Have you come into any pendants lately?
Pendants?
Yeah, it has. It's like a. I think it was a sparrow. If I remember
Pulls out a
correctly.
pen.
It's a mockingjay.
It's a Mockingjay. Okay. It's like a
Yeah,
little
you know, like
pig.
that sequel to Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Shut the
Okay.
Wait, that was a sequel of that?
Yeah, he pulls out the sequel. He's got.
Pulls out a sequel of the Hunger Games. Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
is when Pumpernickel.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Peter.
I'm gonna try to describe the pendant.
is when Cat Jeans kills the man.
Cat piss every cheese. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you for laughing at my dumb joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna
and then he says,
can
"The
describe
only
it.
thing is that I only have half the book." And he opens it up, and you can see that like the book was hollowed out, like there would have been something stored inside of it.
What was inside the book?
Empty.
Where'd you get the book from?
Over there. He just
I'm
points.
just gonna rub my temples. Reggie's just done. Okay. Over there. So helpful.
I can draw a picture.
Can you? Is it just
He
gonna
takes
be a
one
bunch of-
big figure and like in the soot on the ground draws like a square and then next to it a rectangle, and then he stops and thinks for a second and then draws like a star shape, and then he feels really proud about it and he said, "That's where we are," and then he points. "That's where I found it."
Which shape did he point to?
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
I wish it did.
Reggie's just over it. He's just fuck this. I'm just gonna give him half. I don't.
appreciate that tone. No, I'm just kidding.
What? Okay, big man.
Don't
okay.
swear. Just
Sounds like
smushes you.
Wishes you.
Game over. Go roll up a new character.
Yeah.
Just dead now.
Just like pushes you into the ground and like you're
No.
like sinking to the dirt.
you get the idea that he's trying, but you do know that he is more muscle than brain. It's not because he's dumb or that he lacks skills. It's because literally no one's taught him. So he's not slow, but yeah, he just doesn't have, you know.
Can I adopt him?
He didn't exactly get the best brain as his starting upgrades.
Yeah.
So I gotta teach this man.
He
how to
knows
read
general
that
motor
thing.
function. He knows walk, and if you're walking through a wall, just keep walking.
Yeah, if you hit something, just keep walking through it.
It's the only.
He doesn't
don't know.
question when you point in a direction and say move there. He just moves, and it doesn't matter what's in his way. He just moves through.
Walks over
He
people.
has learned social cues, which is great, and like the first thing he learned was like being careful around people.
Reggie's just he's stuck. He doesn't know what to do. The hint does follow the big man.
Is your dog here?
No, my dog's at home.
Oh, okay.
But if I need him, I can have him blink to me.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Doggy. Arp. I'm sorry.
I don't kill my dog.
I cracked myself up with that visual image.
Roll a new dog.
Doggy.
Oh god, turns into what was that one movie? Fucking
He hugs my dog so hard he breaks his neck. Oh no.
Oh my god.
He puts his pinky finger down to pet it and just squishes it.
Oh no.
It's like popping a pimple.
No. Okay.
I'm sad now.
Renji.
Thanks, guys.
No. Renji, do you want to borrow his book so maybe you can use scrying on it?
I don't have. I don't have the spell
You
scrying.
can get people
but-
to do that. Like this is a common thing that you just go to like some, the same way that you go to like information brokers. You can absolutely go to someone that can like cast spells for you.
Yeah, I'm just. Can I borrow your book, my big man? I'll give it back to you.
Okay. And he just
Alright.
hands it over to you.
I'm gonna. And how tall is he?
11 feet.
I was gonna attempt to pat him on the shoulder, but
Yeah, you reach up and touch his pecs.
thanks, big guy.
Oh, that's gay.
Okay. I'm just gonna head out and see if I can have somebody look at the book.
Okay. If you find the other half, will you let me know?
I'll most definitely let you know, big man.
He gives you a big thumbs up.
I give him a thumbs up back, and I walk out the door. Still rubbing my temples, not knowing what I expected out of the I can draw you a picture.
Ending music from an anime plays. As he walks off into the sunset. I'll be back.
Basically, yeah, I don't have that like much longer, but I have to get this thing, so I'm just gonna find someone that can look at the book and try to help me.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. Sergio, what are you doing? I think
I'm
Reggie's
bad.
probably gonna take off. I think Mira's taken enough notes on like what everything's gonna cost. Is Viper still screaming?
I think Viper's just at the base of the tree now. Just her
The tree holds out. It's all
her
hollowed out.
her head's kind of tucked into her knees as she's just like for a minute, and then she just kind of looks back up at her building.
You
Her
can see
eyes
that
are-
your girls are like gathered near the door, like, should we come in and go to her? But like,
Maybe we should start
She's-
backing up.
I think she's starting to the place has incredible sentimental value to her, so for reasons that I won't go into too much, but
the place could absolutely be refurnished. It's not like
Well,
done for.
it's not so much the place itself being burned, it's the fact that somebody has targeted her and someone she cares about in a place that she deems to be safe,
Gotcha.
and they have completely what's the word, it's
Destroyed.
no, it's violated
Yeah.
her sanctuary basically.
Rachel walks over to you. She doesn't have her shoes on. She just crouches down next to you. And she doesn't say anything, but she's just there with you.
She doesn't turn to look at her, but she does reach her hand out, knowing that she's there, and touches her forearm gently.
God, your character gets depressing.
Yeah, well, and you're ruining it. Shut up.
You're not even here.
Just let her be emotional. Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Christ.
It's called acting.
It's
I almost said it's called being a woman.
storytelling. She's kind of wipes tears from her eyes before they fall fully down her cheek. Do you girls have any other places to stay?
Rachel nods. taken care of it already.
Okay. Just whatever you need, I will pay. It'll be paid for, and
We can fix this
I know.
the same way you fixed us. Let us help.
Just make sure the girls are taken care of tonight at least. Okay.
She nods and leans against you.
I think she just fully holds her and places her chin on her head, and invites the other girls to come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they all crowd around you. It's at this point that Reggie escorts everybody else out of the building.
Yeah.
Which is probably just on the he's probably just sitting on the staircase with smoke, and he's kind of just he's holding his cigarette with shaking, and he says to Vinny, "I want this guy fucking dead. I want his family dead. I want his dog dead. I want his house dead. Fucking know who they are. They're
And
done
in due
fucked
time
up."
you will. I believe you will, Reggie says. Here, if you need anything, and you watch as Mira steps forward and pulls out a card, and then you see Reggie reaches into his coat and pulls out a card instead, and Mira blinks and steps back. And you can tell it's a different card, and he hands it to you. And he looks you dead in the eye, Sergio, and he says, "If you need anything, I'm there." And he hands you a card.
I'll have Vinny take the card.
Yeah, you just stare straight forward, ignoring him, and Vinny kind of awkwardly comes up and grabs the card.
Yeah, Sergio's just he's seeing through him. He doesn't see anybody other than Red.
Yeah. Reggie buttons up his Hawaiian shirt a little bit, and gives everyone a nod and turns and walks away in his flip-flops. Also, he's wearing they're not shorts because they're not short pants. They're kind of weird elongated shorts that go past the knee. They're called shants.
Ew.
Oh God. Maybe
So
not
by
a
the way,
good name.
by the way, DM, where's Trevor at? Sergio wants to know.
Trevor is fighting demons in an alleyway, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.